जाने किस घड़ी वक्त का बदले मिजाज। तो we are discussing very serious issues concerning the Ministry of Home Affairs. The first issue that strikes my mind is the atrocities on women, scheduled caste and scheduled tribe. We are not on blame game. हम जानते हैं कि ये सरकार 2.5 महीना हुआ सत्ता में आए हैं, तो इसको रिस्पॉन्सिबल ठहराने के लिए हम कोई इल्ज़ाम नहीं लगा रहे हैं, लेकिन जो वास्तव है, हकीकत है, उस बारे में 2-4 शब्द मैं कहना चाहता हूँ। जो नेशनल क्राइम ब्यूरो रिपोर्ट निकला है और होम मिनिस्ट्री का भी जो 2013-14 का जो एनुअल रिपोर्ट निकला है, उससे पता चलता है कि सिर्फ एक साल में 2000 compared to 2011, in 2012 there is 10.9% increase in crime against scheduled caste and scheduled tribe, and robbery involving the households of the scheduled tribes and scheduled caste, that is 66.7% rise in 1 year. And crime against women, first, we all are concerned with, deeply concerned with rape. It has become a social menace. No political party or particular government can be blamed for that. It's a high time that everybody should pay a serious thought over this social menace. Some radical measures are required to be taken to minimize the crime against women, particularly rape. The incidence of rape, the All India figure, in 2011, it was 24,206, and in 2013, it rose up to 33,707. That is more than 36% rise in 2 years. अभी हमारे यहाँ गृह राज्य मंत्री थे, चले गए, उन्होंने जो जवाब दिया 23 जुलाई को इस सदन में, उस हिसाब के मुताबिक ये 36% राइज हुआ है, ऑल इंडिया फिगर कंपेयर टू 2011 एंड 36% राइज इन 2013। सिर्फ दिल्ली में 2011 में 572 था, 572, और 2013 में बढ़ के 1,636, that is more than 300% rise. निर्भया कांड हुआ, बहुत कुछ हुआ, सारा हिंदुस्तान के सारे टीवी में बहुत सारे चर्चा हुआ, नया कानून आई संशोधित, उसका बावजूद भी 2 साल के अंदर 572 से दिल्ली में रेप का इंसिडेंट 1636 तक पहुंच गए। हम नए सरकार को ब्लेम नहीं कर रहे हैं इसके लिए, हम बार बार बोल रहे हैं कि एक सामाजिक समस्या बन गया। घर में बच्ची सेफ नहीं है, शिक्षक के पास विद्यार्थी सेफ नहीं है, हाईकोर्ट की जज के सामने डिस्ट्रिक्ट जज सेफ नहीं है। ऐसा वातावरण पैदा हो गया हमारा हिंदुस्तान में। क्या हो रहा है? एक द्रौपदी का लांछना हुआ था तो महाभारत का जंग लड़ा गया था, महाभारत का युद्ध हुआ था सिर्फ एक द्रौपदी का लांछना के लिए, और आज हजारों द्रौपदी का लांछना हो रहा है हमारा देश में। हम क्या जवाब देंगे आम जनता को? हम राज्यसभा में तो डायरेक्टली चुने हुए नहीं आते हैं, फिर भी हमारा जिम्मेदारी रहते हैं, बनते हैं, तो इसको ध्यान देना चाहिए। अब ड्राउडी रिलेटेड क्राइम जो है, दैट इज ऑल्सो इंक्रीज्ड एट द रेट ऑफ 36.5% विद इन अ ईयर। 2011 में जो था उस हिसाब से 2012 में 36.5% इंक्रीज हो गया। सर, हम जब सारा हिंदुस्तान की ये चेहरा देख रहे हैं तो हमारा बंगाल में भी थोड़ा हम नजर डालना चाहते हैं। वहां हम जीरो टॉलरेंस पॉलिसी लिए हैं। So far, the crime against women is concerned. As per last published National Crime Records Bureau figures, the incidence of rape in West Bengal as a proportion of population is lower than reported from at least 10 other states of India. But we are not satisfied. We are trying to improve the situation, and this is why we have set up 5 new police commissionerates, over 40,000 constables, out of which 6,000 are lady constables, have been recruited, apart from 394 sub-inspectors, including lady sub-inspectors have been recruited. 48 new police stations, which include 28 women police stations, have been set up during past 3 years, and 10 more women police stations are in the offing. We are trying to combat the situation. We want to fight the menace tooth and nail, and that should be the approach everywhere throughout the countryside. The second point is communal violence. I am not going to the figures, but it is true that forces of communalism, they are raising their ugly heads in different parts of the country. Only Uttar Pradesh cannot be singled out, or any other state can be singled out. This is also a menace to our society. When we speak of secularism, and what is the idea of secularism? Baba Saheb Ambedkar, while introducing the Constitution, when asked by the reporters, he said, and I quote, being a student of political science and have read, he said that India shall neither be religious, nor anti-religious, nor irreligious. India shall be totally detached from religious dogmas. This is the concept of secularism we are pursuing with since the inception of our Constitution, introduced by Baba Saheb Ambedkar. Now, where we are standing today? Why we have to discuss in the Parliament about communalism? So, I will appeal to the new government to look into this problem very seriously. Third point is that is left-wing extremism. The left-wing extremism, Bengal was the birthplace of left-wing extremism. In the 60s, the Naxalites movement started there. And we combated that menace there. Then again, after a few decades, it again re-emerged. And in many states, now they are dominating. And according to some reports, I do not know whether that is correct or not, but it appeared in some quarters that about 200 districts in our country are being dominated by the Maoists. In our state, West Bengal, 3 districts, Paschim Medinipur, Bankura and Purulia, in the densely forest area, which is called Jangal Mahal, the Maoist-infested area. My leader, Ms. Mamata Banerjee, visited that area time and again when she was in the opposition, and when after she became the chief minister, she visited the area time and again. And she knows that only combat force and helicopters will not do. Developmental projects are to be taken to the doorsteps of the tribal people and the poorest people of that area. And this is why she has taken up a number of welfare measures and programs and schemes. That is why now the situation is under total control. Peace and tranquility has been restored in the Jangal Mahal area, in the Maoist-infested area. And I am happy to inform this House that in addition to the measures, special measures taken by the government of India to bring the left extremists to the mainstream of our society, our government in West Bengal has sanctioned and approved additional fund over and above the fund allotted by the central government in declaring amnesty to the Maoists who have surrendered. Sir, this way we are trying to address the situation, address the problem. Sir, in curbing the incidents of crime, we require some assistance from the central government, special help, because West Bengal, amongst some states having high density of population, have a low police-citizen ratio, and central government may consider assisting such states like West Bengal, which is having high density population and having a low police-citizen ratio, in defraying recurrent expenditure on new recruits of police force for 5 to 10 years. This is my humble suggestion to the Honorable Home Minister to consider. Sir, we also suggest and appeal to the central government to consider seriously the proposal for modernization and building of additional capacity of correctional homes, in other words jails, but in our state it is called correctional homes. The government of West Bengal has already sent a proposal for modernization, sum of rupees 237 crores, which requires due consideration of the central government. The second is the Safe City project. The Safe City project at rupees 158 crores for Kolkata city has been submitted to the government of India, which may also kindly be considered. That the budget for Border Area Development Program, BADP, may be substantially raised from the existing levels of rupees 158.35 crores in so far West Bengal is concerned, because, sir, our problem is that West Bengal is having 2,216 kilometer land border with Bangladesh, and cross-border crime, although have been tackled both by the central government and the state government, but reports are pouring every day the rise of smuggling activities in some areas, which is a cause of concern for the people living in those border areas as well as in other parts of the state. A special task force should be set up. This is our request to the central government to control the movement of the cattle, particularly the smuggling of cattle is rampant through the West Bengal borders to Bangladesh. And if it is done, I think the smuggling of cattle to Bangladesh will be considerably contained. So the government of India should also not levy charges on state governments, not only West Bengal, I am talking about all state governments, towards the deployment of central armed police forces in the left-wing extremist affected areas. This is very much required for the states. Similarly, sir, for all the states of India, I am requesting the Honorable Home Minister to consider that the Union government should not unilaterally remove existing central forces without consulting the state governments, particularly in the Maoist-infected areas. Sir, I have a few more points to make. On 14th of July, in this House, the Honorable Home Minister, while replying to several questions put by honorable members of this House on the reported destruction of some government files, the Honorable Minister said that so far the files relating to Kashmir and files relating to Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose, whether those have been destroyed or not, according to him, it was not destroyed, but even though he assured the House that he would ascertain from the department and let the House know about it. Now, sir, why I am raising this issue again and again about Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose? 70 years back, a mysterious disappearance story was spread all along. 3 commissions were set up. Till today, no finality has been arrived at. What is the stand of the government? I would like to remind the Honorable Home Minister, this year, on 23rd of January, when he was paying homage to the birthplace of Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose in Cuttack, in Odisha, the Honorable Home Minister at that point of time, the BJP President, he is on record saying that all records relating to Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose should be classified. And now he is the Home Minister of this country. Can I not request him that he should keep up his promises and ask the central government to declassify all records relating to Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose? 70 years have elapsed, and what tribute we are paying to our national hero? Sir, with folded hands, I would request you to come out with a statement before this House whether this government is considering declassification, because all the time a plea is being taken by the central government that if it is declassified, then relations with some foreign countries will be strained. But if the government stand is that Netaji died in the airplane crash at Taihoku Airport in 1945, then how a foreign country can be blamed for that accidental death? Nobody can be blamed for any accidental death. Then what is the dilemma on the part of the central government? Let the central government come out on this. It's a very vital point regarding Vodafone. I'm not supposed to name the company, but I'm helpless. Because what happened? It is reported, not this government. During the previous government, what happened? It is reported that objections were raised by Home Ministry against Vodafone Group, which was first crowned with 100% FDI in telecom and subsequently allowed to buy out its Indian minority partners for rupees 10,141 crores, notwithstanding the fact that Vodafone and other leading telecom firms are secretly collaborating with United Kingdom's Intelligence and Security Agency, GCHQ, and passing on details of their customers' phone calls and other communication and are known as intercept partners. How it could happen? This should be inquired into, and it must be stopped because it involves our national security. This is my humble request to the Honorable Home Minister. Similarly, sir, how many telephones of Indian ministers, how many telephones of state chief ministers and other ministers and politicians in the country are being tapped by foreign agencies and Indian agencies too? That should be disclosed before this House without further loss of time, including the past years. Sir, finally, because my time is limited, only 3 minutes left. Sir, it is also reported that D company, Dawood and his company known as D company. D company is operating from Pakistan and other countries. And now it is reported that they have established contact with one Nigerian terrorist outfit, and very alarming reports are pouring into the media every day, and target is obviously India. We have experienced so many incidents of bomb blasts and other terrorist activities perpetrated by the merchants of death, which is described as cross-border terrorism. Even Gujarat is not safe. Gujarat's coastal area is not safe. Everywhere they are trying to invade, and everywhere they are trying to infiltrate in a manner so that they can create the similar situation as happened in the past. I need not go for elaboration, but this parliament was also a target of those terrorist groups. Therefore, I am sure that the Honorable Prime Minister, Honorable Home Minister is quite aware of the developments, particularly after the blast in Gandhi Maidan at Patna, when Narendra Modi ji, before becoming Prime Minister, was addressing. Our eyes are opened that we must not go to the bed without thinking this problem. Every time we must be insisting of this matter, because it also involves the question of our national security. And therefore, I also know that the Honorable Home Minister is aware of all these developments and he will take all steps to curb all such activities. I would request to keep the administration abreast of the latest developments. And with these words, sir, I conclude. Thank you very much.
Thank you for